Hello and welcome to my first ASMR video. I've been watching ASMR for a few years now and decided I should try to do my own video. So what we're going to do today is I have this little block of wood here and we're going to make a gnome out of it. So first we want to make sure that we don't cut our hands. We're going to put our glove on. And then we're going to grab our knife. And we're going to get started. So the first thing that I like to do is on this corner right here. I like to round that out. So if you look at the ends right here, they're both pretty even, so it doesn't quite matter which one we start carving first. So I'm going to start carving this top. We're just going to start carving the top. I don't know if you can see much of it because my glove is so big, but that's what we're doing right now. So we're going to keep on doing this. Hopefully this is helping you relax or giving you the tingles. And we're just going to keep on rounding out this gnome. So yeah. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do this video, if you like this video or will be watching, I might do another painting video of this gnome. We might paint this gnome if you like this video. So yeah, we're just gonna keep on carving it like that. There's a plane going over, I'm sorry. I don't have a good soundproofing setup. So yeah, there we go. So we have a bit of a round end right there now. Let's just keep on rounding this out until the top is not so flat. Alright, there we go. Now, what we're going to do, I think what we're going to do, this tip, I don't like that. So we're going to make that a little bit more round compared to the others. See how that one? Now they're all even. Alright. Now we have that done. So, what we're going to do is, I'm going to sit that down. I think what we're going to do is what I like to do. You have this kind of square here, and I like to take the diagonal points. You see the points right there? And I like to make that our nose. So I'm just going to find, I like this end right here. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the knife, just going to, let's say our nose will go right about there. So that's going to be the end of our nose. Just cut a notch out right there. So if you can see, I don't know if you can see, but there's a notch. My webcam doesn't focus. So we have a notch right there now. Now what we're going to do, I have a little knife right here. And this one, it kind of scoops. So you scoop out the wood, and you can make kind of a rounded area. So what what we're going to do. Take it, set it down right there. Hold it like that. And we're just going to scoop out. I'm sorry. I have a glass of water right here. And it's rattling against the table. So I'll try and set it where it won't rattle. So we're going to do... There, that should be good. I'll see if I can get it closer to the mic. Yeah, so there we go. So you see, you just take it and you scoop it out. Alright, now we're going to get this right here. And we're creating where our eyes are going to go. Or, well, where our eyes would go. I don't like to put eyes or mouths on it because I like doing a Waldorf style face. So whenever you have a gnome like this with no eyes or mouth, it's not showing any emotion, then whoever has the gnome, whether it's a child playing with it or just someone looking at it, can project the emotion that they want onto the face. It's kind of like how if you want Barbie to be angry, Barbie won't be smiling. So that's what I like to do. So we're just going to keep on shaving off a little bit. Just little bits here. Alright. Okay, now we have our little bit shaved out right there. See? It's so small and the light's bad, and my webcam is bad, so I don't know if it'll focus, but... Oh, there we go. That's kind of better. So we have our little gnome right here. We have these cut out for his eyes. Now we're going to figure out where his arms go. So, same thing with the nose. I like to cut a little notch where the shoulder will go. So we're going to cut a little notch right here. So we're just going to cut that notch in. And there we go. There is our notch. And we're going to cut another notch. So, here we go. And now we have two notches. And that's going to be the shoulder for our gnome. So, now what we're going to do, I think we're going to do some fun. We're going to cut out the area where the beard is going to go. So, let's see how that goes. So, we'll just cut it. Shape out our nose a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so now we have the nose shaped out a little bit more. So now, I think what we're going to do, what I like to do, take the knife and just hold it and cut in a line where our beard is going to go. So it'll just kind of show us, like, where we want the beard to go, where we shouldn't cut. So, yeah, there we go. Alright, so now we have that cut out. Okay, so, alright, so now we have our beard line cut out. Alright, we're going to cut a notch for where the hand should go for the arm. There. So we got a notch, and another notch. Alright, there we go. Alright, now let's get going with this beard. So, we're just going to take this little gouge. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a little scoop knife. And we're just going to cut in to this beard here. Alright. Actually, I think I will take this. I'm gonna just slice. And then, now we have, hold on, if I can get this, there we go. Now we have a little cutout for our beards. Now we can kind of see, it's not just a line anymore, it's now a little bit of dimension to it. So, we'll do that. Alright, we got that. Now, let me just slice. Okay. Yeah, got that out. Alright. So now we have our little beard. We got all that. Now, I think it's time to define this nose a little bit more. So let's take this knife and we'll just slice really gentle. We'll just slice right there. And we got a little bit more of a cutout for the nose. So alright, I'm gonna take this. I'm just gonna slice so we have a little bit of a bridge to the nose. Alright, so we're cutting out the nose. Okay. Now, slice off that. Make this nose a little bit more round. Right now it's looking like a square. I don't know anybody that has a square nose. Now we got that. Let's round out this end of the nose. So we're just going to cut off these ends. And that'll make a little bit more beard for our gnome. So let's see right here. Oh, that looks good. Got a nose. Okay, now I'm just going to take this knife down. I'm going to try not to jostle the mic. Maybe this isn't the best knife. Hold on. Take this and see what I can do with this. Yeah, okay. So, slice out now. Slice that. So this beard is a little bit more three-dimensional. Okay. Yeah. And slice that. So I'm sorry if you can't see too much because of my glove. I would take it off, but there have been a few times where I've sliced my finger. So, we gotta keep it on. But now, okay, now I think we got a little bit more of a beard going. And we're gonna work on this back, because right now it still looks like a block. And the front of it looks more like a gnome. So let's see what we can do with this back. So let's cut a notch right here. Just cut a real quick notch. There we go. We're going to cut a notch here for the shoes. We want that to be in line with the notch that we made for the hands. So there we go. Okay, now this is looking more like a block with some notches in it. So let's see what we can do with that. So I'm just going to slice in right there. Push in at an angle and then push on the same side, and now we kind of have a little neck for our gnome. Alright, so that's good. Alright, now let's do this other one. So, same thing, we're just going to take this knife and push it in, and take it, push it back, there we go. Okay. Alright, now, keep on going. Oh, we sliced off a little bit there. That's okay. That was just a little chip of wood that was loose. Because I make these little pieces of wood out of, I have 1-inch cubes. Let me see if I have one here. I do not have one. Oh wait, yes I do. So this is the whole piece. And I make this out of 1/4 of that. I just split it. So we'll set that aside. We're not using it right now. But okay, now we need to create some notches here. Back to making this gnome. So let's do the same thing we did for the neck. We'll slice in. Alright, so slice in. There. Alright, now we have these 2 notches here. We have a little bit of boots. I think I hear a car going by. I'm sorry about that. Alright, now we're going to slice and make kind of a back for the gnome so it's a little bit flat. Alright, so we have that now. Slice in. Alright, let's just keep on going. Slice. Alright. There. Okay, now we have this a little bit more rounded out. I want to round out the back of this head too, so we're going to make this a little bit more flat. Okay. Alright. Got that. Alright. This is looking better and better. Slice the side of the head so it's a little bit, and you see how there's a line right there? I don't know if you can see that, but you see how this is the scooped out part and this is kind of flat. We don't want that, so we're going to slice that away. There. Now that makes it look a little bit better. And we're just going to slice right there to make it a little bit more rounded of a head. Alright, and we'll slice down a little bit and cut. There. Now we got a little bit more of a head. Let's see if we can do the same for this side. So slice. We don't want that part where there's a line. We want it to be look like it's a head and not like where somebody took a little scoop knife and scooped. So we'll slice it and cut. Alright, now there we go. Now there's a head. Okay. We got it now. Alright, now we're going to pull out a new tool. We're going to set that there. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. Okay. So, we're going to take this one. Okay. Set that down. Alright, now. I don't know if that sounds good with tapping, but thought I'd try. Alright, we're going to take this. It kind of makes a line because it's got this V shape to the knife. You can't. There we go. Yeah, so it's got like this V shape, and so it makes nice lines. So you can make a line and kind of show where the arm is. And then you can just go from there. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to shave a little bit off. Alright, now we have that. We're going to do the same thing to the other side. There. I'm sorry if the mic keeps on being jostled. There we go. So, yeah, forgive me, I'm new at this ASMR. So, here we go. Alright, so we got this. shave off a little bit of the arm to make it look like a shoulder and not a block of wood on his side. Like he's a gnome and not a Minecraft character. So we're gonna shave. There we go. That's good. I'm gonna take the knife and just slice down that thing. Slice down it. Very gentle. So we can get a little bit of a 3D arm. So take that and slice. And we're going to do the same thing to this side. So we're just going to slice. Very gentle down the side. Not cutting the arm, but cutting the material next to the arm. So that then we'll have a little bit more of an arm. And not a block of wood. Keep shaving. Cut that off. Alright. I think we've got a pretty good look here. I want to shape this arm down a little bit more so it has a shoulder. Alright. Now you shave a bit of the arm off so it doesn't look like it doesn't have this pointy part right here. I'm just going to shave. Okay. Got that. Now we're going to make the boots because right now he's standing on a square. So we're going to make the boots. How I like to make the boots is cut in right here. Cut a wedge out. So that'll be like you can have 2 boots. Then let's see if this will cut out. Alright, let's see. And there we go. Alright, we got that now. We're going to take this. Okay. Now, we got that. I want to make this beard a little bit shorter because I want to see the boots. So I'm going to cut that part off. And we're just going to slice a little bit of the beard off. And this way it won't stick out and it won't look like a cartoon beard. It'll just gently rest on the shirt. So we're just going to cut it there. Cut it there. Yeah, that works out. Alright. Now we'll cut it there. Okay. And now we're going to take our scoop knife again. Take it. We're going to scoop that up. So then we'll have this little flap right here, but that's okay. We can cut that off right there. And now we got a little bit of a shoe. And we'll do the same thing to this side. Alright, now we'll just cut that flap off. Alright, and now we got a little bit of some shoes going on here. Cut a line so we know where the shoes are. We don't want them to just go right into the shirt, you know. Just had to blow it off a little bit. Get the wood chips out. And we'll do the same thing to the next side. So just do that. Okay. Alright. We're going to cut in. looking gnome. So let's round out these boots. We're getting pretty close to the end of it. Let's slice a bit off. We'll round out the boots so they look like shoes. Okay. I think I hear somebody doing some yard work right now. Okay. So now we're cutting away at the boots. Okay, we almost got it. Alright. I'm sorry, I haven't been looking at the camera. I'm trying not to cut my hand off, so you might not be able to see the gnome. I don't know. Alright. So, I think we've just about got our gnome done. First thing I like to do, we're going to slice that off so it looks more like an arm. Alright. So we slice that off so it looks more like an arm. And now, I think we're going to cut some little hands. I usually just do little ball-shaped things, so make a little spear. Yeah, okay. So, there. Now we have a little arm. Okay, let me cut the next little, hand, I'm sorry. Let's cut the next little hand. Okay. Alright, now we have the next little hand. I just need to touch it up. Alright. Alright, now flatten that out. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I like to take this and make little lines for the hairs in our beard. So let's see if I can do that. So, alright. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So let's see if you can. So I know it's not the best camera, but I feel like it's a pretty good gnome. Let's see how it does with a sound test. Let's take this cloth off. And I'm just going to try a few little triggers. The mic's right here. Try a few little triggers. Well, I'd say pretty good. Alright, now we have our gnome done. Thank you for watching. And if you like this, let me know, I guess, in the comments or by liking if you want. If you like this, I'll show you a video where we paint the gnome, and maybe I'll get a better camera. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and it helped you relax or get the tingles. Goodbye.